what e-marketing is and how to teach it. So without any further ado, Professor.
Thank you very much. First off, I was supposed to be with Perry Goldstein here, but Perry took a new position, and he's in Las Vegas. Lucky Perry. So he gave me some of his information, so I've combined the two and everything else. So it's just me going solo. Also, last thing I noticed was this 45 minutes. Is wow, when I was doing my PowerPoint presentation, stuff, and I said, "Gee," there's like 23 slides. I said, "God, that'll take me an hour and a half, 2 hours if it's one of my regular lectures." So I'm going to kind of go through this. But the big thing I want to kind of share with you on this presentation, e-marketing, and what it is, from the speaker this morning, and when he started talking about, I wrote it down. How do you solve this? So it's with a problem. So I started thinking, wow, yeah, because I had to do a quick get things readjusted to kind of address this whole hybridization. How many people in here teach or digital media instructors, teach digital media? Okay, how many people are here do teach business classes, marketing as part of business, computer? Okay, here was my problem once. My problem was that a department chair of a digital media program, and we have all bells and whistles. We have video production trucks, and we got gorgeous labs, and they're teaching the latest Creative Cloud, and they're doing some incredible things, and fantastic facilities. And all of a sudden, you look, and we were looking, we just saw our enrollment just kind of keep going down, and so we're scratching our heads. But then at the same time, as department chair, I get together with the other department chairs, and luckily businesses in our same department. And all of a sudden, I noticed our head of our business department was asking about had come up with their own web course or their own brochure class or designing. And all of a sudden, our computer business application people. And all of a sudden, I started thinking, what our presenter was talking about is digital media is everywhere. It is across. They use the word hybridization. I'm not really big into all these new buzzwords and everything else, but it's like, wow, it's the same thing I've been thinking about for. And been advocating is that we just got to get out of these silos. We just got to get out of this thing of just, we're just teaching the technology, or we're just teaching the kids how to do the latest and greatest, flying drones and get this wonderful shots. And it was all done out of context. And so my faculty started looking for was, what could we do that could bring everything all together? In other words, to give some meaning, to break out of our silos, to give us some meaning. And at that same time, that's when the business people came to me and I was talking about, wow, they were getting into this marketing online with the internet, and they now had videos, and now needed great graphs and things to tell their story. And it was just like, it was the simple things that kind of go off. You go, wow. It's like, I think we found our common thread, and it was e-marketing. So what we're gonna be looking at today, and I'm gonna after hearing the speaker and getting some additional notes from the people and everything else like that, I kind of gonna change things up a little bit. But first off, we're going to look at this 45 minutes. And I'm going to kind of go kind of fast. The PowerPoint presentation is up online. There's some videos embedded into it. Theirs are in there. So all this is available. We're going to look at we're going to do a really, what I call a really brief history of what e-marketing is all about. We're going to talk, I hope to get through about the impact, why we're doing this, the impact of on business and consumers. But I think the biggest thing we're looking at is how we teach it. How we teach it. And so when I get to this part here, I'm going to share with you what we're doing. I'll be kind of doing this throughout. I'm not going to leave it to the end. Because we're doing some exciting things with our DSNs. We're doing some exciting things with the non-credit, our non-credit adult education block grants, non-credit classes. How we can kind of get this out there, working with our DSNs, working with our different sectors to service a really big need. And also on there, I'll be sharing with you some resources that are out there. But what I just want to kind of, you know, it was like, wow, it made me go off script so easily. But listening to listening to our presenter this morning, he was talking about, you know, about it's everywhere, and what we do is everywhere. And I get these kids coming into my classes, and what they want to do is, since we're right on the beach, all they want to do are do great surfing shots or skateboard movies, and there's just so much more that it can be, you know, that we can do with this technology. And another key thing is I wanted to take our program and break out the silos, and so how we can share it across every point. And also, you're going to hear, and it's almost in everything, and I like to kind of share in my class, it's content. It's all about content. And that's what e-marketing is all about. It's all about the content of this. So, the other thing I like to mention about e-marketing that kind of helped our, you know, in other words, you know, what was our problem? Was it now kind of got us working with all the other departments. It broke us out of all of our other silos. So, in other words, we're working now with business in other words, we created a class with our business class on YouTube for Business. So we took the YouTube platform, we took all these concepts and principles of e-marketing, and we built it into that YouTube class. And now, so they're talking about working in collaboration. It's just the greatest thing to see that cross-collaboration. And for once, departments just willingly working together or coming up with new courses that pull all those elements in that gave us different, gave us these new unique courses. So it was that partnering. We took the business information worker. And by the way, as I go along, I have a tendency to get, I really enjoy what I do. I get really excited about this. So if you got a question, something, raise your hand. As I said, I probably won't get through these slides. So if you got a question, you know,